right, welcome everyone to the Post Discussion Clarity podcast. And today it's a show. First of all, it's a show, podcast, VOD, whatever you want to fucking call it. I decided to make this because it gives me a platform to talk about games that I don't want to make a video about, and I can have guest characters like Visoft here today that is joining me talking about Starfield.
What up? I'm a character.
He's a video game character.
I'm a video game character, yes.
Give us some backstory to your
Backstory to
internet
me?
presence.
Oh,
Yes.
internet presence? Oh, God. I started making Lego animations.
Really?
Yes, I did. Like stop motion Lego animation.
I did not know that. I just know Visoft from his amazing video, the royalty-free ukulele
Yes. I
song
also
that's sitting
did
over
that.
300,000.
I did that, I think 3 times. And then and then I peaked and then I quit.
Yeah, but
And now don't do anything.
don't you want to share the secret big news?
The secret big
are you
news?
Not ready? Yeah, about an upcoming project, I guess.
Well, maybe something's coming, but I'm not promising anything. I'm gonna take my time with that.
Yeah, that's fair. But today's topic is actually Starfield, and I guess we can start off with saying how we feel about the game. We've both finished it. How many times have you done New Game Plus?
No, I've started New Game Plus to see what it was all about, because I did read like, oh, it's different than other New Game Plus things, so I just wanted to know what that was about. But I didn't like do any quests or anything. I just went to the the main big city and just walked around a bit and just talked to people at the like the Constellation Club or whatever it's called.
The Constellation Club, I like that. So you don't mind me spoiling what happens in New Game Plus?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, I guess we can, before we get to New Game Plus, I guess we can start with the story and how we feel about it. So I guess you can start.
Yeah, it was fine, I guess. I didn't really like play it through at once. I was really sidetracked like half of the time. But some of the stories were pretty cool, like the one where you go on the collector ship and stuff, and just mow down a shitload of bad guys, and that mission was fun. The last one was also pretty fun, just storming that base where the like the portal
With the
is.
Starborn?
Yeah, the Starborn. The reveal of the Starborn was also pretty cool. But overall, it's a pretty forgettable story. I don't remember that much of it, to be honest.
I guess my biggest issue is that it's so similar to Dragonborn. It's literally in the name, Starborn Dragonborn.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you even get the fucking shouts from the temples, which are fucking god awful, by the way. It's so, like, you just walk into the temple and then you skedaddle to one light source to the other. Like, you just use your jetpack, like, woo, so cool, nothing is happening. Let me go get that light node.
They could have made them different, yeah. Like, you make some different puzzles or something, and just for different like powers. With Skyrim, you had the like the dungeons at the end you have the at the end you have the shout where you can learn it and stuff. So you get a reward from a dungeon, but this, it was just go towards the marker, get the shit, and you're done.
Yeah, basically. I think I'm on the other side of where I actually almost hate the main story because it's just so bad. Because and a lot of Skyrim fans are gonna say like, "Oh, the story is never the main point of the Bethesda games. It's always the gameplay." But the gameplay doesn't really hold up as well. I guess my biggest problem with the campaign is just like you're starting as a miner, working for this Atlas corporation or whatever. Then Barrett comes in. He's like, "Yeah, here's a free ship. Here, take the Constellation watch. We're gonna sell it for fucking $500 as well. Special limited edition you can get." Then you go off to Constellation. They're like, "Yo, welcome. Yeah, we're gonna find these artifacts because we're explorers and we want to explore the universe and galaxy or whatever."
Yeah.
And then it's Starborn. They're like, "Yeah, we're born from the stars and we're from different universes." But then when we go to the Unity, we still almost end up in the same universe. And like, oh, all right, yeah, oh, okay. Like, I think the biggest problem is that everybody is just so forgettable.
Yeah.
Like, not a single character made me care about them, honestly. The only really interesting one, I guess, is Andrea, because she has like this backstory of being in House Varun.
Yeah.
But that got spoiled for me because, like, at first when I recruited Andrea, Sarah was like, "Oh, so how was House Varun? Like, are you done with them or something?" I'm like, "What the fuck is House Varun?" And then she's like, after building affinity with her, she's like, "Oh, you need to know this secret about me."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I'm from House Varun." I'm like, "I already know." Like, it's not much of a secret.
Yeah. I do agree with the story just being forgettable, because it's I finished it like a week or so after launch, and I don't remember like a complete mission. I remember vague things, so as I said, like the Starborn reveal and stuff, and the last mission and the collector one. But I don't remember like the complete picture of the story. And now that you've uh, ex- uh told it a bit again, it's coming back to me, and it is a bit weird that um the characters keep getting introduced. Oh, let's go to the eye, and let's meet this dude. Oh, he's a former pirate, and he just says weird sayings and stuff that don't really make any sense. And oh, there you go. Grab this this power. Go there. Go to this random location, and the
Yeah,
only
one
thing
thing I
there
never
is
understood is like
the
Vladimir.
temple.
They're like, "Oh, go to Vladimir. He'll fucking help your ass. He's like the best of the best." The In all honesty, the only thing he does is at the eye, and he's like, "Yeah, the eye picked up this." He's just saying that, like, he's not doing anything, because even at the end of the game, he's like, "Yeah, the eye is having some issues. I need some companions to help me fix it." So he's not even experienced enough to fix the eye himself. He's like, "Yeah, I need some extra help here." And
Yeah, yeah, it was
because,
that
like,
was a weird
even though I haven't played
take on it.
Skyrim in a long while, I recently bought the special edition to replay it. But even not having played it, I can remember so many characters that I dislike, and just like side characters like Delphine, Brynjolf from the Thieves Guild, fucking Lydia, yeah, Cicero. There's so many fucking characters you remember, even not playing the game for fucking years. And in Starfield, like, the only character I guess I'm gonna remember is like Sarah, because she's British and she was like heavily advertised in the ads.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like if you'd ask me, okay, who's the main guy from the Freestar Rangers? Who gives you that quest and stuff? I don't know. I don't know the leader of the Freestar Rangers.
Okay, so now that you mentioned the Star Rangers, how many did you do majority of the side quests, or?
I did. I completed the Freestar Rangers. I did the Crimson Fleet, and I got like
The
halfway
UC,
through
or?
the Ryujin one. Like the no, I didn't. I think I did the first mission of the UC. I didn't complete it because I just wanted to complete the main story, and eventually I was just done with Starfield, and I just wanted to play Baldur's Gate.
That's the feeling you get honestly from Starfield, is that you just want to play Baldur's Gate instead.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk. I also played Cyberpunk instead of Starfield when the new DLC released, and then I just kind of forgot about Starfield, and then I saw it on my Steam library again, and I was like, oh right, I need to complete that one before I start
No,
another
I'm
game.
so happy I didn't buy Starfield at full price. I just bought the Game Pass for like $1, then played it, and then that's it. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so happy I did that.
Yeah, it was a letdown. It's yeah, just the worst thing a game can be, forgettable.
I feel Starfield had a really rocky launch. And mainly because they released it at such a intensive month or like time, where Baldur's Gate came out. You even had, what was it, Spider-Man, Cyberpunk, the DLC. Like, nobody fucking cared about Starfield. Honestly, it's just the Bethesda fanboys. But what surprised me is when I went to the Steam page, is that it's mixed and mostly negative, I think. I'm gonna actually check it. Check it now. I know last time I saw it was mostly mixed, and then like negative. It's
it's mostly negative. Mostly negative on the recent, and then all reviews it's mixed.
That's insane, actually.
And the first thing in the trailer that plays automatically, it's a masterpiece. Right.
Like talking, like you mentioning the fucking, it's a masterpiece, and like all the game journalists or reviewers like giving reviews. I honestly don't care about them anymore. I would rather trust like a rat from the sewers, like with no fucking IQ, giving a review of a game than a fucking game journalist.
It's crazy. If you go to that trailer and then go to like 20 seconds at the end, it has like 10s, 90% out of 100, 5 out of 5s, 9 out of 10,
God.
10 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10.
Who's giving these reviews?
Like, my God.
So, Gaming Trend, Gaming Bolt, Hey Poor Player gave a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like fucking 3 of these are just IGN, but from different countries. There's IGN España, IGN Japan, and IGN Brazil. Like, alright. The Gaming Bible. I don't know who the fuck trusts the Gaming Bible for reviews.
The Gaming Bible. Tecmundo. Well, yeah, it's not a masterpiece.
Well,
let's keep it at that.
Well, now that we've came on the topic of reviews, I guess we could talk about do you think they could have avoided this, or if it was even possible?
I don't know. They stuck too hard with keeping the old engine. They probably had their reasons, like keeping the creation engine, but it's a like 10-year-old, probably even older engine. They did that shit with Skyrim. It's the same one, just updated a little bit. Then updated a little bit with Fallout 4. Then updated a little bit again with Fallout 76. And now they updated it again with Starfield. And the difference between Fallout 76 and Starfield is not that big in terms of graphics. It's and also I think that's just a thing with the engine, like not being able to fly like seamlessly onto worlds and planets and stuff. Like, they probably had the budget for that. It just didn't have the engine or like manpower. Probably did have the manpower. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely do have the funding, especially now with the Xbox or Microsoft or whoever fucking buying them. So they definitely do have the money. I don't think they just have the fucking patience and fucking Yeah, I don't know.
Like No Man's Sky did that in when did No Man's Sky come out? It's
Oh, yeah,
2016.
like yeah, maybe even 2014. I think it's 16. No Man's
I
Sky.
think it's 18. No Man's Sky is
Yes, no,
2018.
2016 was released worldwide for
Really?
PlayStation 4 Windows in August of 2016, and for Xbox One they released it 2 years
Oh, it's
after. I don't know
Xbox.
why.
Right. Yeah. That's insane. That's such an old game, and they had that seamless like flying and stuff.
And it's from like a game
The
developer who only made
the
mobile games.
all of it around it like was boring as shit. Then they fixed that, and that's another story. But the flying was fine. It was it's just the gameplay wasn't there, but having like going to your ship, then going in a loading screen that shows your ship like taking off, then going into a loading screen where the ship comes into orbit, then you go into orbit, and then oh yeah, let's go. I wanna go here. Let's get to a cutscene where we fly through space. Then we're in orbit. Go choose the where you want to be on the planet. Go to another cutscene where you fucking land, and then get to through another loading screen to just get out of your ship. Get out of your ship. Like that's crazy.
Ye-
And that's probably like engine stuff. I don't know. I don't know anything about. I'm just guessing, but I'm get. I don't get why they stuck so hard with using the 10-year-old engine.
what baffles me the most is that this game has apparently been in the making for 8 years, and it's their IP. It's a new IP. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. They had all the creative freedom. They could have written the fucking Dragonborn, Alduin, fucking whoever they wanted into the story and work on it however they wanted. They had so much freedom, and yet they stuck with this Bethesda like exploring shit. And what baffles me the most is there isn't any content whatsoever. I can boot up Skyrim now and waste like 100 hours exploring like a gazillion fucking dungeons, even if
Yeah,
they're not remarkable or anything. In Starfield, it felt after the first dungeon, it felt like I was redoing the same fucking dungeon over and over and over again.
that's because it is. When you land on like a planet, it randomly generates like an area, and 9 out of 10 times, it's the exact same layout. It's just the exact same layout with the exact same. I think the exact same enemy spawns, or it's the exact same like cave. And yeah, you can walk all the way to that like outpost, and then to the cave or something. But it's only so far you can go, and then you just get pushed back. I think I don't
No, it's
remember. I
just an
think some dude.
invincible wall. I've hit an
Oh right,
invincible wall so many times because I don't know if you dabbled in the
I
outpost.
didn't explore
Did
a
you do
bit.
the outpost creation?
A little bit.
Yeah, I dabbled a little bit with it, and you do get a red border where you can build, and I'm like, all right, so this is my restriction. But when I tried to like just go there without building anything, like with my own character, I just couldn't. Like that's where the invisible wall is. But like with you mentioning the engine, it is like because I feel it would be way better if they just added vehicles into Starfield, right? Because the jetpack doesn't suffice as a vehicle to traverse around the world. But I think it is because of the engine. Because you've played Skyrim, the first segment with the carriage like literally bugs out all the time,
Yeah.
and it's because the engine doesn't like keep up with a object or an animal going faster than the player.
Yeah.
So they were like really struggling even adding horses into Skyrim. So I can't even imagine them even trying to add a vehicle, let alone like a
Like a
yeah,
motorcycle or something. Yeah.
or just even a space horse.
Yeah. Space horse. Yeah. Yeah. I like just saying like, oh, just use another game engine is so armchair game dev, but it's something like that, right? I don't know how game dev works, but it's like if you make a game, like if you have like 8 years to make a game, and then it's from the developers of Skyrim and Fallout 4, huge games. You wanna have the world feel like good, right?
Yeah.
And if you need to walk everywhere, nobody. If you in Skyrim, you could actually walk all the way to that mountain, but in Starfield, it's just you
Yeah,
loading screen all the way to that
you
mountain.
want to go there, you can load screen in there. Yeah, you can do it. No, but like I figured out late into my playthrough that you can actually land on areas on the map. Like you can just pick a random point and land there. I did that for like 5 planets, and it really felt like I was landing on the same spot over and over again, with just like a mountain on the left, like a mountain being on the left side, being on the right now. Nothing changed at all. And I thought like, oh, cool, because I like space, and at least I thought there would be nice atmospheres and good landscapes on the planets. With like, oh, this is gonna be a beautiful landscape with just like purple flowers, purple grass, or whatever. And one planet is just gonna be molten lava or something. For me, it was just 3 different planets. It was either cold, mild temperature, or a really hot planet with like biohazard dust or whatever.
And very high gravity, very low gravity, or just normal.
For me, it felt like it was just normal gravity and like high gravity. That was it. Like I did not feel like the heavy gravity.
Yeah, you have some of that, like a little bit. If you did when you have the power jetpack that launches you like very high, you fall down very quickly if it's high gravity, and then you just take a lot of damage. That's the only times I actually experienced that heavy gravity.
I didn't know that. But I like this is a space game, but it doesn't feel like it. It really fucking doesn't. It just feels like Fallout 4 with like a futuristic aspect to it. Like I don't feel like a space explorer. Like I didn't really have to pay too much attention about like what suit am I gonna bring, like that's gonna protect me from the radiation or the biohazards. I just slapped on the first suit I saw, a fucking jetpack and a helmet, and I'm good to go for the rest of the game.
Yes, you could just play the whole game with the default like loadout. I think it doesn't matter at all what kind of armor you, but that was always the case.
Oh, you mean in all Bethesda games?
In Fallout you can just walk through the wasteland with just your shorts, and you probably will survive. Just don't walk through any like radiation stuff. And in Skyrim, you could just play the whole game naked.
Yeah, but I mean, you do miss out on some armor stats, and like if you do Daedric armor or whatever.
That was, that was with Starfield as well. You just have better, like higher stats, more defense.
Yeah, but at least you had like a skill to actually invest in like heavy armor, light armor, or something. Here, there's nothing. The only real skill I think, like I honestly had like 10 skill points I didn't use. Because all you need to spend your skill points on is the jetpack, like shit.
Yeah, and the reload.
On the assault rifles, or?
Yeah, the damage and like the reloads. That's the only thing I spend it on. Like damage for pistols and assault rifles and stuff, and reloads, and the like jetpack.
The
And hacking, I guess.
I wanted to dabble a bit with the modification of guns, but it's so tedious and so unclear. What I hate most is that you have to do a certain actions to even dump points into it. which would
Yeah.
be fine if
Yeah,
if it
that was-
progresses as you do it, but you have to unlock one, and after you unlock that, you have to redo it. Like, it doesn't track your progress throughout, like the playthrough. You have to actually unlock that skill to start tracking the progress.
Yeah, that was dumb. Like, you need to spend like a skill point in. I wanna make better armor. Okay, you need to spend 3 skill points in this one, and then you can unlock the next tier, and there's the good armor.
Yeah. I mean, it made
Then you
it
can
made
press.
kind of sense in Skyrim, but even like you leveled up that skill you were making, but you could have started it at level 1. You could have already progressed like smithing to 100 even with just level 1. Like, you could just keep smithing iron daggers or whatever. In Starfield, like, so you're telling me all the 200 times I use my jetpack, that knowledge doesn't transfer until I unlock that skill? Like, I just forget it, and once I get the skill, oh yeah, I have to remember it now.
It's weird. The new skill system, they tried to do something semi-different, but it was still the same, a little bit worse.
But talking a bit more about this story, I want to clue you in on the New Game Plus. So I think the concept of New Game Plus is really cool, with stepping into another universe, and then like
Yeah,
everything.
there's a different version of yourself, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
basically, because you can redo the main quest like a gazillion times, from as far as I'm aware. And I actually did take down some notes about what the different universes can be. But there's only like 7 different universes you can get. And the difference is that when you first go into Constellation, either Sarah Morgan is a plant, like full on plant, like she's an object, like she doesn't exist in this universe. And then there's one where Andrea is the leader of House Varun, and she like kills all of Constellation, and she becomes hostile towards you. Then there's one universe where there are kids role playing as Constellation, and there's a universe where you yourself, your character, is in there, but he doesn't have the Starborn powers. He's just like a miner from Atlas or whatever the corporation's name is.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen like a clip of that. You can recruit yourself. or
Yeah, he
something,
can
right?
be a follower to you, and it's cool. But I did New Game Plus 3 or 4 times to check out the differences. The only real difference is in the beginning when you have the Starborn ship. They say like, whoa, what kind of vessel is that? We've never seen a ship like that. And then it changes in Constellation. That's about it. Nothing else in the universe changes, as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen anything else changing. Like, the only real difference you have is like in certain quests you can use the Starborn skill check to be like, yes, you don't need to tell me what happened. I already know because I'm from another universe or something. And that's it. Like,
Yeah.
it would be cool, like different planets, like every single planet is fucking lava. Everybody's dead or whatever. Because I don't believe that every universe is just based about Constellation and you as the player character.
It would be, yeah, it's a cool concept. Just rewinding time to a like a alternate universe and just playing the game again, but a little bit different. Something is not exactly the same.
I feel if they
But
cook
from-
a bit
from-
more,
From what I've
they could have done it
Yeah.
really well.
that is lost potential though. Can you imagine if that stuff is like with Elden Ring or something? Like you complete the game and then you go back to the beginning and it's like an alternate. You continue from like a new age.
Yeah, that actually would be kind of cool. No, but now that we're talking about Starfield and like the creation engine and whatnot, do you think they'll clutch up and cook something nice with Elder Scrolls 6? Apparently, since 2018, they said it was like in pre-production. Or I don't know when the fuck they made the announcement trailer off of it, but it's like even when they announced the trailer, I'm pretty sure they weren't even starting at it because they were working on Starfield 76 and whatnot. Do you think it's gonna be another Starfield fiasco with Elder Scrolls 6?
I hope they take notes and just they've seen everybody. No doubt they've seen everybody's like complaints and stuff. Like, we don't want loading screens. We don't want this and this and that. This game, most of the game is fucking empty. They've seen that for sure, and I do think they're gonna. I do hope they're gonna do something with that. With I don't know, just I just hope they listen to feedback and not just do the same thing. Let's make Skyrim again, but with another with an with another setting. Let's do it this time at like the Khajiit area where the Khajiits are from.
Uh,
Have some furries running around. I don't know.
I'm a bit more skeptical, I think, because I did have that mentality, but after 76 and now Starfield, I honestly think they won't do anything because they're still pulling money for Xbox despite the fucking reviews and whatnot. Like, Bethesda fans are always gonna buy their games. And honestly, like, they don't change anything. Like, Starfield would have been a massive success if it came out like 10 years ago, but it's a game in 2023 or 24 now. And it doesn't feel like it when you have games like Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate. Even Baldur's Gate has like seamless transitions. You can go from one end to the other without loading screens. I didn't mind the loading screens at first when I did do 2 playthroughs on 2 separate characters. The first one was like 4 hours that I actually streamed, but I got bored because I didn't mind the loading screens, but then after like the 3rd hour, I think I was like, I'm in a building, I'm fast traveling to my ship, 1 loading screen, going inside the ship because, I want to immerse myself and sit in my cockpit in my chair and take off. So that's another loading screen. Then having a fucking long ass cutscene, getting into the chair, taking off, another fucking like 15-second long screen just with you taking off with the ship. Then loading screen going into orbit. And then the menu is just so god awful. Then choosing the planet you want to land on. Like, you have to fucking just, like when you're in a solar panel, you have to press tab, then pick the system, go into the specific system you want to go to, then pick that planet, then pick the outpost, loading screen. I think 90% of my playthrough was just loading screens.
Probably. I first started to notice that loading screen problem in Neon. In Neon, it's probably the worst, because you go out of your ship, you walk a couple of like meters, go to an elevator, go up, and then it's just loading screen central. You want to go to the slum area or something, go to a loading screen. You want to go to the strip club. I think that's a loading screen as well. There's everything there. It's just all fucking loading screens. It's just a waste of time, honestly. I have something better to do than see the same tips in a loading screen 15 times.
What I got confused at first with the loading screens because I'm like, even Skyrim that came out in 2011, you could have walked from Whiterun all the way to Falk Reach or fucking Markov or Solitude or wherever you want to go without fast traveling. You didn't have to open the map. You could have literally just stood up from your fucking fat ass from Whiterun and then go all the way there. Sure, it will take you ages, but you could do it because why not? Like, if you want to immerse yourself, sure, go ahead. And I'm like, this game just came out now.
Even if you do walk all that way, you find some things like you're walking and then there's a bandit or like there's a troll camp over there. Let's go
Exactly.
there a bit. Let's find that annoying beacon that just talks to you.
Another hand touches the beacon.
Exactly. But in Starfield, if you land on like a random planet, oh, I'm at this like cave now, and I see this outpost way in the distance, like his tower. Let's walk there. Nothing happens. It's just 5 minutes of straight walking. There's no
Yep.
distractions.
I was.
Like in Fallout, you have like a red roach somewhere. Are you getting attacked by red roaches? You're getting attacked by dogs. You're gonna. Uh, there's like a bandit camp over there. Something else happens. There's nothing. It's just walking.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well. Is at least you have something in Skyrim when you're walking. Like you feel you get rewarded because you might get a random encounter. You might get this. You might see some dialogue or an NPC you haven't seen before. You can even like sure the courier can spawn in towns, but like you just walk around and then the courier's like got a letter for you. Oh, cool. In Starfield, there like you're saying, yeah, in Starfield there's literally nothing. Like it was just like when I was exploring planets, it just felt I was just going somewhere and waiting for something to happen, but nothing ever happened. Like it just keeps chugging along without providing anything.
Yeah, you need to actually look it up. You need to find something to do instead of something fun coming to you when you're walking somewhere. Which is just a shame. But let's throw a curveball. And what did you like about Starfield?
What I that oh
Let's take some positivity in this bitch.
yeah, that is a fair point. The gunplay is good because it is just Fallout 4 gunplay. And they really didn't have to change anything. One thing I did like is, I don't know if you've experienced, is the zero gravity. There's some quest that forces you into it, but I really did enjoy it. And I was hoping they would utilize it more, but unfortunately it's just some segments. And apparently you can get it in encounters, like when you're boarding a ship. I
Yeah, I had some of those, yeah.
I did like some of the characters. I feel Andrea was definitely a highlight just because of she is not the good boy of the group, because everyone else is just, oh, we're gonna explore this, we're gonna do this, and it just felt a bit varied. One thing I liked at first but didn't is Sam Coe. I was like, all right, cool, cowboy, pew pew pew, sure, it's basic, whatever. But then his fucking bitch ass daughter just non-stop fucking talks to me. I'm like, bro, fucking get out of here. Even when I'm annoyed.
Did you finish the Semco storyline?
No, that's the thing, is I wanted to do the like characters main stories, but I just couldn't. Like I apparently didn't build up enough affinity even after 3 playthroughs. Like I don't know what the fuck I did wrong, but like I used console commands to find out what affinity level I have with them, and apparently it was high, but I just never got the companion quest for some reason.
Yeah, I did do the Semco one. I did Andrea and Semco. I do agree with you. At first, I liked him, and then I kind of disliked him. Like, oh, it was an annoying daughter and stuff. But then at the end of his quest, I did start to like him because it's like the storyline with his wife is like a very famous bounty hunter or something, and she's never home, and just kind of beefs with Sam. But his daughter does wanna stay in contact with the mother, but Sam just says like, "Oh no, you don't do anything for this family," and it's like a little bit of, and then later on you need to rescue her or something because she's like, I think she's an agent for the Freestar Rangers, she's either a bounty hunter or like a 3-star ranger.
Oh, is
And
that why he left the Three-Star
Semco
Rangers?
was as well, and then I think he left because of his daughter, because he wanted to be there for her, and his wife just stayed with the 3-star ranger. It was interesting, just having that thing with Semco from am I gonna be like a good dad, or do I want to do the same thing my wife is doing and just fucking just go off shooting bad guys. And it was, I think that was like the gist of what that story was, and that was fine. It was there was one of the Samco is one of the characters I do remember.
Mm. But do you remember him from his personality and character, or because of his design? Oh, his quests. So it is like kind of personality-wise, I guess. Yeah, like
And it's like is a heritage of the like the what's the 3-star ranger city again?
Aquila City.
Yeah, is like that he's the son of the founder, or the grandson of the founder of Aquila City.
What I never understood is why he holds such bitterness against his father. Like when you're when you're forced into that segment where you have to take the map, I didn't understand. Like I tried looking for answers, but I'm like, why do you hate your dad? Like, and why does he hate you? I feel as the companions aren't as memorable as in, let's say, Fallout or Skyrim, because in Skyrim, of course, you have the infamous Serena with the Dawnguard DLC. I think everybody fucking remembers her. And then Fallout 4 has had such, like, maybe not interesting, but kind of unique characters like Piper, Nick Valentine, and then you have Kate, and even what the fuck, the mutant. Maybe maybe he wasn't that good if I can't remember his name, but
I do. I know you. I know what you mean. But Skyrim doesn't have that many like memorable companions. Yes, Serena, but who else?
Who else? It's Delphine, of course, the best character. And then you have the companion from the Mages Guild.
Delphine is not memorable because of her companion. That she's in companion. She's memorable because she's like the leader of the Dark Brotherhood.
Did you like Delphine? Yeah, no, I don't think nobody likes Delphine.
No,
she's a universally hated character, and for good reasons.
Like, there's no. I don't think there's any. Maybe Serena, because she's kind of forced on you. But a lot of those because the companions in Starfield just start off as companions. You could just welcome to Constellation. Do you want to go with me? Sure, whatever. But with Skyrim, if you want to have Delphine as a follower, you need to work for that, and then she follows you. And but with Dawnguard, she's kind of forced on you because you rescue her and stuff. And
yeah, but that's the thing as well, is that the companions in other games float way better with like Piper. She's like hunting for this story, and she's like, oh, let me chug along with you because I want to write this story. And then you have Kate, where you literally like buy her because she was the fighter in the arena. And Nick Valentine is like, oh, I'm gonna help you because I'm a detective. And then he's like, I actually enjoyed working with you, so let me do this. Here, you're just like the first introduction. You're forced upon Barrett, which I fucking hate because he's just so snarky. I don't know why. I just hate him with just like how he expresses himself. Because he thinks he's so funny, but everything he says is just so unfunny in my opinion. But one thing I forgot to mention is, in Skyrim and other Bethesda games, you had unique monsters. you had dragons, you had the generic draugrs, you had the fucking spider thingies, the crabs, whatever, the wraiths. Fallout, you had mutants, fucking ghouls, normal death claws, normal humans, fucking what's the cazadors, whatnot. In Starfield, I spotted like two creatures, like a giraffe-looking motherfucker, like a rad roach, I think, and the rest was just fucking Crimson Fleet or random bandits.
Yeah, I think the only like Deathclaw or Dragon-esque enemy there is in Starfield is like the Terramorph, where you fight at the beginning of the UC Vanguard quest line.
I did not do the UC Vanguard questline. I just did the introduction to cheese the piloting skill, because you need to shoot down 500 ships or whatever it is. I just did the main quest for that because you get put into a simulation and it counts.
Did you complete that simulation? Like the last tier?
Oh yeah, I did, and he was like, "Good job," and then I just left him there, so he's standing there for all eternity, like just waiting for me to accept my reward or like congratulate me for my record. But I just fucking left him there.
Yeah. If you've not fought the Terramorph, then
No.
That's the only like creature I think that's like a dragon Deathclaw type creature, because it is one of. Wait, let me give you a picture. Its design is a little bit messy, but
All right.
yeah, that it does just has a shit ton of health, does a shit ton of damage. Just a little bit like the Deathclaw, I guess. But it's very rare. You don't encounter it that much. Because you've played through the game 3 times, and you've not fought one.
Yes. More of that, please. Yes, that creature looks cool. Yes, more of that, please. Not the generic fucking... I didn't understand. Like, all I was fighting was the fucking Crimson Fleet. And I was like... Is that the only faction out there? Like, all pirates in all the universes are just fucking Crimson Fleet?
Yeah, because there is some cool like lore behind that creature. It only shows up at settlements, and it's guaranteed to show up after like 10 years. Then if you settle somewhere in a deserted planet, and like, oh, we're doing really good, and then 10 years later, you can expect these motherfuckers to show up. It's kind of like, they don't know why. I think that's like the main point of the UC Vanguard quest, and I don't know what the cause of them is. That's probably like the whole Vanguard thing, so I'm just gonna say I don't know, and I probably should.
I guess. Sorry.
But that's a cool creature, and they don't use it that much, and it's a cool like backstory. Like, oh, you just after 10 years, you just guaranteed to get fucked up by these creatures, because it's not just one; it's a whole hive of them.
All right. Yeah. What I don't get is that Bethesda can somehow make cool enemies. Just like even though the Dragon Priest are basic, at least I felt like, holy shit, this is cool, because there's a Dragon Priest for like fire, this, whatever. Like they have some lore behind them, and you actually have a reason to kill them because you can get a mask, and they have different effects. In Starfield as well, the only real, like, they have good variety of guns. I'll give them that. That's another positive thing I'll give them. But the only real guns I stuck with was the old world guns, like the AK, the AS Val, and I thought those were like the coolest, because even though it's set in a in a space setting. I was just like itching to get, because in my head I was still playing Fallout 4, so I was like, of course I'm gonna pick the AK over the futuristic Enox or the like pulse rifle or whatever. Now that I think about it, even the Institute guns are oddly familiar to the Starfield guns. Like the Institute pistol or the rifle is oddly similar to the Enox. I don't know if you know what gun I'm talking about.
Yeah. The one you get all the time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
sell off.
Yeah. That's one problem as well.
It's the only fucking weapon you get.
That's one problem I encountered as well with Starfield, is because you could tell they put a lot of detail into the objects, like tray, ashtray, fucking glass, fucking forks, fucking the dirt on the forks you can pick up. But it quickly took away the loot goblin aspect from me, where I usually loot everything, then sell it off, because here, even the things you pick up weigh a shit ton. They basically cost nothing, and you don't know what to loot anymore. Because they still do that with the chest in the dungeon, with like, oh, here's the big chest with your big rewards. But like, usually in Bethesda games, when you go through the dungeon, you have different weapons and items you can pick up throughout to earn like potion of healing or whatever. In Starfield, everything is just so cluttered, I didn't know what to pick, so it just ended up with me just rushing dungeons until then and just looting the big chest.
Yeah, that reminds me of like another thing that annoyed me a lot. Like lockpicking almost feels useless. You have like a master lock, and most of the time in Skyrim or Fallout, like, oh, master lock, there's probably be some good shit in there. You get like 10,000 gold or whatever, and a lot of bottle caps, a lot of ammo. What do you get in Starfield? Just a fucking fork. There you go.
Congratulations. But
you get a fork. You get a cheeseburger or something. The master looks, or like even the expert looks, most of the time they didn't feel worth it, like at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can lockpick any pick or lock in Skyrim, right? Even though if it's a master, or it just gets harder, like it will break off like really fast. I hate the system they had in Fallout 4 and now in Starfield, where it's just basically fuck you to you. Like, sure, you could try to lockpick it, but you can't because you don't have the skill. Like, let me try it at least. Like, show me how hard it is, and like actually show me that it will be worth investing into the perk point to try to unlock these master terminals or these chests. Because like you're saying, oh, you're getting a fork. Oh, well, wow, I'm gonna fucking... so you're telling me I should invest fucking master and advanced like skills just to get a fucking fork?
Yeah, and it just if you got that master lock in Skyrim, even if you have like one lockpick left, and then your last one breaks, and oh shit, I need to do it with this one. There's gonna be some good shit behind this.
Yeah.
And you get it, where you're still level 10 lockpicking or something. That just feels good. But with Starfield, even if you do it, you get nothing. I do like the lockpicking game.
Yeah, the mini game itself is really good.
I did really like the lockpicking game. I like that they changed it from like having the basic ass turn the thing and have the lockpick and turn it with the lockpick and that kind of stuff, and that every game does now.
Yeah.
I did like that they changed it, but like everything behind it was useless.
Yeah, I don't know how because they do have like some good, like they have unique guns and they have variety in them, but somehow they just settle with like giving forks into legendary and advanced chests. Like, all right. Like,
I like how we started this with positive things about Starfield, and now we're at negative things again.
Well, we did give positive shit to the loot, to the lockpicking minigame. That is a
Yeah.
good thing.
I did like the cities.
Yes, so,
'Cause
some of the cities are really
I
good.
do think Bethesda is like known for their atmospheres and stuff, and they know how to build uh like build something. You have the big city, New something, I don't remember. New Atlantis. That one was really cool. Neon looks really cool, like a cyberpunk city.
I would kind of disagree there. Like, it looks cool, but it just looks like a rundown version of Night City.
Yeah,
Like, it just
but
looked like a
I guess that
developer played Cyberpunk and was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have that in in our game."
I guess that was the point though, because it
Yeah,
is like overrun with crime, and like they're gangsters all over the city, and it's run by a corrupt organization, which is it's Night City, but
yeah. Only thing it was missing is Johnny Silverhand popping up and just greeting us, "Welcome to Night City, Starborn."
I did like Neon. Neon is one of the cities I do remember. New Atlantis, but I only remember New Atlantis by look apparently, and not by name.
Yeah. When we're talking about positive
What else?
things,
What else
is
cities were there? You have
Aquila City.
yeah, you have Aquila. Is that it? No,
Um,
right?
You have some other cities as well, but I can't remember because most of them were just so. I know you go to like a semi-city, I think, in the Free Stars quest line, but that's just like
Yeah,
literally
you
a
have
farm, I think.
You have Sidonia, like uh the mining city on Mars. You have that one.
Oh yeah, that one you're forced to into the main quest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
barely remember that because for me it just looked like another dungeon. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Like a mining city, yeah. You have. I'm just looking them up now. Neon, Sidonia, the Key. I did like the Key. That was the pirate space station from the Crimson Fleet.
Oh, the Crimson Fleet, I've never fucking. I wanted to do that, but it was just so hard for me to find the shit.
Yeah, I did like the
How do you
Crimson
start the
Fleet
quest?
line. You need to get caught by the
Yeah, okay, so
police.
that's the quest. All right.
Yep.
So you it's like you're infiltrating the Crimson Fleet, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And then you can just you can choose if you want to betray them or.
All right, yeah. Because I know the main quest forces you into that by giving you a bounty after you attack the collector who has one of the artifacts. But I did a big brain strat, and instead of going to a planet where the UC arrests me, I built an outpost with a bounty terminal and paid off the bounty, so they never arrested me. So I just missed out on the quest, I guess.
It's probably my favorite like side quest line. I did really like that one, especially like the end. At the end, you have a big space battle that's actually decent, and you infiltrate like a big ship. You board it.
Well, one thing I wanna say is I remember specifically talking to you about Starfield, and I told you that I'm really taking it slow with the story because I don't want to rush it. And I told you that how far am I into the story? And you're like, oh, what did you do? I'm like, I've collected the first artifact. And you're like, oh, fine. You have a shit ton more to go. I'm like, yeah, cool. But then after collecting like a few artifacts, you're done with the story. Like, there's nothing else happening. Because you can summarize the story in like 2 sentences or like just in a minute. Like, oh, you collect artifacts and then you add them and then you go into another universe. Like, you can skip out on fucking Constellation and whatever. Like, they don't play a massive part into the story. What I don't understand is all the characters. This was really weird for me because in New Game Plus everybody is resetted basically. Like everyone you know doesn't like, oh, who the fuck are you? And before you go to the Unity, you can ask the characters like, oh, what are you following to the Unity? They're like, oh, I'm so excited to go to the Unity. Andrea, Sam, Cole, Barrett, and Sarah are like, yeah, we're going to the Unity, but then they never do. Like, even though they're at my ship and go through the Unity with me, I'm still alone there. Like,
oh yeah, but isn't that like the thing of the Unity? It separates you from that reality, so they get separated from that reality as well.
yeah, but it's
So
not
they
it's not
don't leave
explained.
with
That's
you.
the thing. It's not because I was like wondering before heading to New Game Plus. I'm like, are my companions following me or something? And I saw like a bunch of threads of people discussing like, yeah, I don't, we don't know, because like they're saying all the time that they're gonna, oh, I'm so excited to see the Unity and whatnot. And that's the one thing. Even if it is like, oh, they're resetting, wouldn't it be cool to see Sarah Morgan, Andrea, Samco, Barrett, whoever, being a Starborn, like being in the Unity, and they're like, yo, we finally meet. Like it's been whatever X years, since I last saw you. It's so good to finally see your face or something. Because the only dialogue check you get is like, for some reason it's only Sarah. Even if you didn't romance her, like even if you romanced Barrett, Samco, or whoever, you can only say to Sarah, like, oh, I missed you, dear friend. You got killed in the previous timeline or whatever. But it's always scripted to be that one character. So even if you do a new playthrough, and let's say in the first playthrough you romance Sarah, and in the second one you romance Sam, when you do the third New Game Plus, it will still count as Sarah dying and not Samco, even though he has the highest affinity. So I guess it is like a fucking engine bug, or I don't know. Maybe they didn't account for players like choosing another romantic partner.
Maybe they can count on players playing the game again.
Yeah, they just get just fucking put some shit in. Yeah.
I don't know. Just play the game again. I just rewind it.
Well, one thing.
We're from cities still. Did you go to Paradiso, like the Las Vegas planet?
Yes, that's I fucking.
Did you do that? Did you do that quest line with it?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh right. Sorry.
No, but that's one of the fucking quests that's most. It's not the worst, but it's the most disappointing for me because it had so much potential, but it's just such a Bethesda quest that it ruins it for me.
Yeah.
Because
it's a really weird quest.
Yeah, because you're like, all right, these are the people from Earth, like fucking, I don't know, what's the year? 2330, right? So 300 years after our timeline, let's say. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, my grandfather was the captain of this ship, and we have a rightful claim to this planet because we didn't think there would be any species or whatever, but then my grandpa actually put out a patent saying that we own this planet. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, now I have to think big brain. They said that they went to the UC or Vanguard or fucking 3 stars. I don't remember. But at the time I remembered, I was like, all right, I'm going to go there and I'm going to say, hey, the people from Earth from 300 years ago have a rightful claim to this planet. So I would want those papers to show the corporate assholes there that it's their planet. But the only options you get is like, it would be too expensive to keep them here, so we can make slaves off of them here. And then someone is like, no, we can buy a grav drive for them. And then, like, everything happens so fast. And then when you go back to the ship, they already know the plan. Like, I haven't talked to them, and the only guy who's aware of what's happening is the guy who's maintaining the engine. He's like, oh yeah, I kept in touch with the Paradiso people, so I know that we're getting a new grav drive to jump to another planet. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then you get some cool souvenirs, and then yalla, goodbye.
Yeah, that was really weird. Like getting that grav drive. Oh yeah, sure, I'll pay for it. I'll hook you up. You go there, like, oh, yeah. They don't even say thank you, I think, for it. Like, thank you for buying us the grav drive.
Yeah, no, they never say that.
They just go, yeah, I want to buy the grav ship. Oh yeah, you need to go to this city where they make the ships and stuff to buy it. And then, oh sure, I'll buy it there. And then
Yeah.
you buy it there, and then oh yeah, we'll get it to that ship, and then you go there and like, oh yeah, we got it installed. You just need to do this mini game where you just walk to a couple terminals.
Oh, that mini game was
done.
also so god awful.
It was just remember what he said, and then just go to 3 terminals and you're done.
But it's so hard to. I had to write it
so
down. I wrote it down because I'm like, no way in hell I'm remembering to decrease the particle accelerator by 5%. Then doing the like, no,
Yeah.
no. I ain't doing a lot that, bro.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah,
that you mentioned
that's
buying
a weird quest.
now that you mentioned buying the grav drive, there is an option to persuade the guy to be like, "Come on, bro, they're like humans from blah blah. Can you like spare a couple coins, kind sir?" And then he's like, "Fine." But this started me thinking about how you have this pointless mechanic of where your companions are mad at you for like killing innocent people. And you just gaslight them into like, I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's the artifacts affecting my mind. Like it wasn't me. They're like, all right, fine. Because when that happened first to me, I was wondering like, why isn't there a companion that's like morally corrupt, or like just a scumbag overall? Because every single character, because yeah, basically an Astarian in Starfield, because I was using all the characters almost, and I felt as, or I didn't feel. It's like that. Every single fucking character is just like, oh, I'm a good guy. We need to help the good people. Like we can't leave them. Like I want a character that's like morally, like wrong. You know, just like, oh yeah, kill them. Yeah, loot their shit. Yeah. Fuck everybody. Just like basically like you're saying, like an Astarian. Because if you want to do an evil playthrough, sure, why not? Who cares if you're evil? You can just go to another universe and reset everything. I guess that's also one problem, is that there's no real consequences, or you don't care about anything, because you know in the back of your mind, I can just go to another universe. I don't fucking care about you. Why would I invest my time into these characters when I know I'm just gonna reset them?
It's such a weird game.
Okay, but I guess we could start wrapping up a bit, and the final thing I guess we could talk about is what could make Starfield better. Because I don't know, maybe they'll do the Skyrim treatment of fucking porting it to the next 10 generations of consoles and adding a lot more content. So what could they do to actually improve the game?
Oh god, yeah. I think a lot of the issues just lie in like the very fundamentals. Like the loading screens are annoying as shit. The planets are empty. Those are probably my 2 main things. I don't know how they can fix that with this engine. I assume they've tried it, and it's probably not something they can fix.
I guess that's something I want to come at, is I don't think Starfield can be fixed. Like, I honestly don't think... I don't think Starfield should have been made in the first place, even, honestly. Because all it did is make me... Like, I recently bought Skyrim because I just wanted to revisit it, because it's been such a long time since I played it. And I'm gonna replay, like, New Vegas as well, which isn't their game, but whatever. And, like, playing Starfield, I was wishing playing something else. Like you're saying, like, playing Baldur's Gate or, like, Cyberpunk or something. Like, it felt like a chore playing through the game.
It's just it's just a disappointing game, kind of, because it does have potential. It does have its fun moments, and But at the end of the day, it's like it's just not quite there. If you want to play a game that's like better at flying, play No Man's Sky. If you want to play a better game that's like more immersive, play Star Citizen. If you want to play a game with a better story and still in space, probably still No Man's Sky. And
Yeah, there's so many other
what's another like good play Outer Wilds. If you or Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds. If you play both of those and you still have a better space game.
Even because I'm a big Star Wars: The Old Republic fanboy of the MMO. Even it's a little fuck off mini game that they give you. That is 10 times better than the fucking slop fest of a gameplay system that Starfield offers you with its combat. Like, in all honesty, it's so much fucking it's a free to play MMO. Go fucking download it and you'll see the fucking difference.
Yeah. Starfield is just a $20 game disguised as a $70 game. It is not worth $70.
I kind of felt robbed buying the Game Pass and playing Starfield, even though I paid $1 for it. Like, I was like, I could have bought that drink.
Full price.
I feel bad for you.
70 euros is absolutely not worth it. It's like 20. I still have like 70 hours in it, but it's most of it. I assume 10 hours probably like loading screens.
Okay, but here's a question then. Would you recommend Starfield to someone?
It depends. Have you already played the games I just listed off, like Outer Wilds, Outer Worlds, No Man's Sky? Have you already tried those? And do you still want more space stuff? And do you like Skyrim? Sure, go ahead. But buy it in a sale. Don't buy it at 70.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna go on sale quickly? I honestly think it'll...
I think it already did. It already did in the summer sale.
Really? How much was it going for?
I don't know. I think like 40.
Damn. That's kind of bad. That's actually bad now that I think about it. Like, it came out, what, in September? Oh, that's... Like, I don't know. Like, they have some creative people there, but... I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, wake up. Basically. Like... It just baffles me that they've had so many years of actually receiving good feedback from content creators, reviewers, players, whatever. What the fuck do they do with that? Nothing. They just think it's 2008 or 11 again and just redo all the shit they've been doing for so many years now. Like, why?
Yeah. It's a 2011 Bethesda game in 2023.
Yeah, that's a that's a really good summarization of Starfield. Or just Starfield is a Bethesda game. Like, it's just a Bethesda game. Like, it's nothing unique or special. But one thing, our friend, I don't know, I'm not gonna name drop him if he doesn't want to, but he said to me that it would be way better if Starfield was just a single system. At first I was like, no, but then thinking back is like, that would probably be the better option, is just having a filled up fucking system with a shit. Because I don't think Bethesda realizes how big a planet it truly is. We have what, like fucking 3 billion? Or how many people are on fucking Earth? I'm stupid. People on Earth. 8. Oh, yeah, I was fucking really close with that. 8.1 billion people on a single fucking planet. And you're telling me I've traveled across fucking like 15 planets and all I could see is like a fuck off bird, a giraffe, and like the same pirates I've been seeing for multiple hours now?
That would be a good one. That would be a good one. Just condense it all into one system. Like all the interesting planets, New Atlantis, the fucking like Neon City, the Aquila City planet. Have like only the interesting ones and just have them all in one thing. Yes, your game will be smaller. At least it looks like it's smaller.
I don't think like because the main point is that the planet is like our planets as a whole are really big, and just imagine like the Skyrim map, but just 10 times or 2 times, even whatever. Like you could just go with a ship, like even traveling in the atmosphere, or like traveling. Like they could probably do it with their engine, like if they really, really want to fucking stick to it. Then they could have like you can travel from planet to planet within the system. Because like sure, if they want to keep that, no, but we want people to explore our planets, but there's nothing to explore, so what was the fucking point?
That's what Star Citizen does right now. They have one system. They have one system and like 7 planets, and every planet has like a every planet has 3 moons or something, and the moons are mostly for mining and stuff, and that kind of like trading and military outposts and stuff. Those are like the empty ones, like the empty planets in Starfield. But the bigger cities, those are on the main planet, and there you have like airports and stuff. You have shops. You can buy your ships. You do actually need to go to that planet. You can't fast travel. You need to fly there, and then you just seamlessly land there, go to the elevator, whatever. It's still got a long way to go, Star Citizen, but it does have the like ingredients of making that concept of having a shitload of planets interesting, and still having like the side planets of mining, gathering materials, scrapping, trading, and just killing enemies.
So you're saying Star Citizen is doing a better job than Bethesda in being a space game that they so wanted to make.
At being a space game, yes, but there's no story in Star Citizen.
Yeah, but
Star Citizen is like not a game.
It's more of a simulation.
I guess, yeah. It's more like a simulation than a game.
But then again, is there a story in Starfield really? Like, sure there is, but it's just I don't know. Maybe somebody fucking loves the story. All props to you, but like for me, it was just something there. Like, it's just something. Like, it's not a story for me. It's just something.
It's just a way to introduce game mechanics. Just you wanna be Dragonborn? Shouts, space shouts.
That's insane for me. That it's literally almost Skyrim. Like it's just Skyrim in the new age.
Just Skyrim, but worse.
Yeah, basically. Because Skyrim is a bit outdated. Like, sure, there's some problems with Skyrim itself, but compared to Starfield, it truly does look like a fucking masterpiece.
Well, I do think Skyrim, for its time, like 2011, I think Skyrim is a masterpiece for 2011.
Yeah, I would kind of go with that idea, I think. Because the games have expanded so much throughout the years, it's so hard. Yeah. Like compared to now, it would be like okay.
Compared to now, it's if you give Skyrim to somebody now, like that was born like 10 years ago, you give Skyrim. They've only played Fortnite and stuff. They won't like Skyrim.
Where's the building?
They probably won't like Skyrim. It's probably too boring.
Yeah. We're not gonna get to kill people.
Yeah. Where's the guns?
Yeah. Where's the guns? Where are the guns?
We got mods for that.
That's also one thing that I don't like is how much Bethesda is pushing like this fucking the modders will fix it. Yeah, it'll be a mod later on. Like they just give so much to the modders where they're like, yeah, they're gonna fix it. Yeah, it's fine. Like, oh, they don't like the UI. It's too many loading screens. A modder will fix it. Like, it's okay.
You have Star UI.
Yeah, like even Todd Howard went on like a fucking podcast like some years ago. I was like, yeah, one of my favorite mods is the Sky UI. I'm like, cool. It would be cool if you made another game, but it was literally you who made Skyrim, and you're like, oh yeah, our fucking inventory management was so dog shit, so I had to download the mod myself. And like, apparently they have recruited like some.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, some modders.
But it seems.
And then they made a store for mods, so you need to buy them.
Oh yeah, the infamous Creation Club.
Yeah.
No, but it seems that they're starting.
They're still releasing mods, by the way.
Oh, for Creation Club.
Yeah, I think so.
So they're still like you still have to pay for them.
I think there's still mods. I'm maybe not recently, but I think there's still mods coming out. So I recently saw a video of like, oh, you have this and this mod. You get more dungeons. You get another house you can buy.
But it's like it's shit they can
pay for it.
Yeah, but it's like shit they could have added for free, like.
Right. And they did in the anniversary edition of Skyrim.
Yeah, the anniversary edition is a fucking joke. That's a scam.
Yeah.
And everybody who bought it and got scammed, you deserve it. I'm sorry. It's true.
What do you mean? You get better water.
Yeah, whoa. Like I couldn't download a fucking mod for free that ups the textures to 2K or 4K or whatever.
Right.
No, but like it's almost sad. Like I have almost no hope for fucking Elder Scroll 6. Like, the one thing I'm waiting for is all the fucking videos that are gonna come out on it and saying how broken it is. That's the only thing I'm really hyped up about.
For Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah. I wonder what that release will be like. It's Elder Scrolls 6, but
I mean, they would have to nail it because people, because I don't know, maybe it's not true, but people have been doing mods because there isn't enough content of Skyrim and like the Elder Scrolls IP. So they're like desperately trying to make some news, like I don't know, like fucking new houses, new quests, new this, new that. And if they fail Tez 6, like the modders will just go back to Skyrim and make like because there's like full on expansions. You have like the fucking Endral or whatever the fuck it is. Like it's a full on fucking story mode mod that they have made for free. That Bethesda could have done it at any time, but they're like, yeah, nah, let the modders do it. All right.
Long story short,
buy Starfield.
If you want to play Starfield, buy Outer Worlds.
Yes, stop giving Bethesda money and make them learn from their mistakes.
Play better games.
All right. Do you have any more closing arguments or thoughts about Starfield or even Bethesda as a whole?
Not really. It's just a decent game.
I think at best it's like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. For me.
No, it is average. It's not a bad game. If it was a bad game, I wouldn't have spent 70 hours in it.
That is, I mean, I don't think hours
it's not a
count. Hours count into your enjoyment. I mean, do you like Destiny?
Enjoy it though. I did enjoy it though.
Okay.
It's not. It's at least for me. It's not a 4.
Okay.
I did enjoy my time with the game. It's just not what I hoped it would be.
Yeah, that's understandable. No, for me, it's, I don't know. I guess because I'm a bit more like critical overall, and I don't know, because I also like just, I might have a biased view as well, because like I'm starting to like kind of hate Bethesda for
Yeah,
for some reason. I don't know why,
understand. No, that's very valid.
but yeah, for me, I like. But the question is, would you return to Starfield? Because for me, there's like you in Skyrim, you see videos to this day and like Fallout and everything, like top 10 locations or top 10 quests you haven't seen or anything. In Starfield, it feels like the first playthrough you do, you've seen it all. Like there's nothing else for you to do. Like there's not any more Easter eggs, any secret dungeons, like alternate paths, and also the fucking shit where you can't even kill the NPCs. Like it's the fucking Bethesda shit where it's like, oh, it's an essential NPC, you can't kill him. Because like there was a time side quest where I was like, yeah, I don't fucking like you bossing me around. Let me fucking just kill you. But nope, he's an essential NPC. He's in the fucking quest, so he can't die yet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm a bit more critical of it. But would you play Starfield again, though?
Maybe after like 5 years, then I'll maybe try it again, see how it see how it compares to games of that time.
To do a retrospective video.
Maybe no, that's for you.
Oh no, I don't want to, please.
You wanna play Starfield again, buddy?
Gonna make a community post. Wanna see a Starfield video in 5 years, just as a joke, and then it'll haunt my ass.
I'll make it now, and then I'll schedule it for 5 years later.
Gonna start predicting shit. And it would be insane if I got most of the shit right, or even not most, but maybe just even one part.
Oh my. Okay, let's wrap it up now, because it's the ending of this is the same as like the last Lord of the Rings film. Now, just it doesn't stop. Well, you think it keeps ending, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that is true. All right, Robert, thank you so much for being a special guest, since it's the first episode.
No, I'm the new host.
Oh,
I'll see you guys in the next episode.
All right. Thank you again, and thank you for anybody listening, to all the 2 viewers.
Probably. If you made it this far, drop a like. Go fuck yourself.
Oh. I was about to say go subscribe to his channel, but
no, do that as well, and then go fuck yourself.
Yeah, first do that, then you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, thank you everybody for listening in or watching. I don't know what you're gonna do, but yeah, see ya.